Hi there. So if you have a bad credit rating, what are the three very worst types of loans that you can currently get in the UK? Well, my absolute number one, straight in there, loan sharks. And just to really define what a loan shark actually is, it's basically a person or a company who is lending money without the proper FCA, which is Financial Conduct Authority, government body. It's without the right FCA authorisation and approval to lend money. So basically it's illegal lending, and you're hugely exposed if you borrow money off these types of people who regularly don't have any form of paperwork. They will use all sorts of very, very underhand and illegal tactics to recoup their money, which may include intimidation. In some cases, extreme cases, include violence and all sorts of other terrible things that loan sharks use to recover their money. So it's absolutely just not worth going down this path. You can cause yourself extreme difficulties, and just avoid it. Absolutely avoid it. I just can't underline that enough. If you are, if you think that a lender that you've spoken with is a loan shark, and you think that they are lending money illegally, I recommend that you call the money lending hotline, and their phone number is 0300 555 222. So if you suspect anyone is a loan shark that you've been dealing with, please call this number. My other two types of loans do not fall into this category. They're perfectly legal forms of lending, but they are expensive. So therefore, I'm putting them in my category of three worst loans because they have been the cause of people getting into financial difficulties. And the first one, and you will have heard of them, are payday loans. They can have interest rates as high as 5,000% APR. Extraordinarily expensive, especially if people cannot afford to pay the money back as and when they should have done, and if they keep on taking that loan out month after month after month, or the repayments roll into the next month, interest and fees can get extortionate, and you can end up paying back far in excess of what you borrowed in the first place. So if you can avoid this type of lending, I thoroughly recommend that you do so. And these are payday loans. My third type of loan are pawn shops. People don't necessarily think of these as actually loans, because obviously you take an item which you take into the shop and exchange it for some cash, which you then have to repay back with interest, within a certain period of time. Now, obviously the major downside is that if you don't pay the money back, you lose the item in which you pawned, which typically will have some value, and the money that you in essence got in the loan in exchange for that item will be significantly less than you could have actually sold that item for. So I think they're a poor form of lending and a poor form of borrowing, because you can lose out compared with if you just sold that item yourself. So my three worst types of loans are loan sharks. Absolutely avoid at all costs. And as I said, if you suspect someone is a loan shark, please call the money lending hotline. Payday loans, very expensive. Can get people into lots of difficulties with payday loans as they are so expensive in their interest and their fees. And last but by no means least, pawn shops. You can end up losing items which you could have sold for a lot more money. So in essence, this can also be a very, very expensive form of borrowing. So now you've heard the three worst types of borrowing if you have a bad credit history. If you want a good option, we provide a range of loans from £50 all the way up to £10,000 with very competitive interest rates. We go out to the market and get you a range of quotes. And if you'd like to know how much a loan from one of our lenders would cost you, we have a whole panel of lenders. So please just fill out the form on this page. There's also a loan calculator which will let you know from how much you borrow and over how long, how much the costs will be for you. So please just fill out our simple application, and we can quickly get you a range of loan offers, so you can compare your options and see if some of the loans that we provide, see if they're right for you.